Thursday, 14th May 2015. Paper highlights. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Daily Mirror. SC stays Gota's arrest, issues interim order till final determination of FR petition. Justice Aluvihara recuses himself from bench. The Supreme Court yesterday issued an interim order preventing the arrest of former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa until the full and final determination of the petition. Another paper highlight from Daily Mirror. Ministerial committee appointed to draft electoral reforms bill. The Cabinet of Ministers yesterday discussed the proposed electoral reforms and appointed a committee comprising 5 ministers to identify the principles laid down by each party in this respect prior to drafting the bill on the subject, informed sources said. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Opposition to press for Mahindran's ouster. At next Monday's meeting of party leaders, the combined opposition will press for the motion against Central Bank Governor Arjuna Mahindran to be taken up for debate and passage in Parliament as early as possible, Opposition leader Nimal Siripal de Silva said yesterday. More highlights from Daily Mirror. Local bodies under special commissioners from tomorrow. The Cabinet of Ministers yesterday decided to bring the local authorities under the administration of special commissioners from tomorrow, informed sources said yesterday. Another paper highlight from Daily Mirror. Lalit Weerathunga grilled by SIU. Former Presidential Secretary Lalit Weerathunga was grilled by the Police Special Investigation Unit yesterday over an alleged financial fraud of Rs 169 million at the Reconstruction and Development Agency, police said. More highlights from Daily Mirror. SLFP wants LG bodies to continue, Nimal Siripala. Opposition leader Nimal Siripal de Silva said yesterday the Sri Lanka Freedom Party was opposed to the decision taken by President Maithripala Sirisena to place the 234 local government bodies under the purview of special commissioners when the term of office expires today. Now, let's look at the paper highlights from Ceylon today. SC halts Gota's arrest. Next hearing after 5 months. Another paper highlight from Ceylon today. Appointing Ranil as PM, a bribery offence. Gammanpila. Pivitruhela Urumaya leader Uday Gammanpila lodged a complaint yesterday with the bribery commissioner accusing President Maithripala Sirisena and Premier Ranil Wickremesinghe of premeditated collusion in bribery in the run-up to the presidential election in January this year. More highlights from Ceylon today. Abbalanthota police forced entry case. Mayor gets heart attack in court. More highlights from Ceylon today. Nominations for all UPF MPs. Yapa. More highlights from Ceylon today. Indian-Pakistan Chiefs of Staff postpone visits. Chief of Army Staff of the Pakistan Army, General Raheel Sharif, has postponed his visit to Sri Lanka due to unavoidable circumstances arising out of recent incidents in Pakistan. Now, let's look at the paper highlights from Daily News. Interim relief for Gota. No arrest until final determination of petition. SC. Next hearing on October 6th. The Supreme Court yesterday issued an interim order preventing the arrest of former Defence and Urban Development Ministry Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa. This order is effective until determination of the petition filed by him. The Supreme Court granted leave to proceed with the FR application filed by Rajapaksa and issued this order. The petition is to be taken up before the Supreme Court on October 6th. More highlights from Daily News. Case against Arjuna dismissed. No legal basis to continue. SC. The Supreme Court yesterday dismissed the fundamental rights petition filed against the Central Bank Treasury bond issue and CB Governor Arjun Mahindran without costs. In a unanimous verdict, the Supreme Court held that there was no legal basis or legal issues to allow. Another paper highlight from Daily News. MR to sue Mangala for Rs 1 billion. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa has sent a letter to demand to Foreign Minister Mangala Samaraweera seeking Rs 1 billion in damages over an alleged statement. Let's move to another highlight from Daily News. Lalit Weerathunga questioned over alleged Rs 125 million fraud at RADA. Former Secretary to the President Lalit Weerathunga was questioned by the Special Investigations Unit of the Police Department over an alleged fraud running into Rs 125 million at the Reconstruction and Development Agency in 2006. More highlights from Daily News. Karachi bus attack. Pakistani armed chief cancels visit. Pakistan's Chief of Army Staff General Raheel Sharif has cancelled his pre-scheduled 3-day visit to Sri Lanka due to a terrorist attack on a bus in Karachi. Pakistan's ISPR on Wednesday in a release said COAS cancels his pre-scheduled 3 days visit to Sri Lanka due to Karachi terrorist bus attack. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers and we will bring you more tomorrow.